Hi everyone, and today I'm going to be looking at Brian May and Friends Starfleet Project Mini LP. Now this is a bit of a curio. It was Brian May's first solo attempt, and it wasn't really intended to be a record. It was Brian May and some friends of his jamming. They recorded it, and on the sleeve notes say on the back, Brian said he tried to make a proper record out of it. Back in the day, it was pretty hard to get this, and I picked this up at HMV in Blackpool when it was open, when I was visiting one day. So it was recorded in 1983 and features Edward Van Halen, Alan Gratzer of Oreo Speedwagon, Phil Chen, who I think most famous for playing with on bass with Rod Stewart, and Fred Mandel, who was Queen's on stage, off stage, backup spare keyboard guy, and a great session musician, a fantastic session musician. So Starfleet was a Japanese kids Thunderbird style marionettes puppet show. It was remade into English. Now it's interesting that Brian May did not make the soundtrack to the TV show. He actually made this after him and his son watched it on TV. Now I remember as a kid watching this. I used to play football, soccer if you're watching this in the US, for a kids football team on Saturday morning. So I don't think I saw every episode, but I remember watching quite a few episodes. I think it was on ITV on Saturday mornings, and it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool series, and it featured a big spaceship called the X-Bomber, and our three heroes detached little pods and made, I think it was called the Die-X, a big robot fighting machine. And as probably, I don't know, an 8-9-year-old, it's pretty cool. It was a pretty good show, and if you can find it, check it out. I think it's on somewhere on YouTube. It's a good watch. It's lots of fun. It's quite mystical in parts as well. But anyway, back to the music. It's got 3 songs. On side 1 is the song Starfleet. Then a Brian May song that he had hidden away that they recorded called Let Me Out. And on the B-side is a pure, long, extended jam called Blues Breaker, dedicated to EC, of course, Eric Clapton. It's a real lot of fun. It's fantastic. Looking inside, you've got this pretty special. I don't forget this was a 3-track mini LP. So the packaging was really nice. So it's got the Starfleet logo. This always reminded me of a movie poster with the cast down there. Pretty cool stuff. And on the back, we've got the guys recording it, and possibly two of the most iconic guitars in rock history. Brian May's Red Special and some Frankenstrat of Eddie's. Picture here, Phil Chen on Eddie's guitar, Eddie on bass, lounging around. And here we've got Brian and Phil Chen. It looks like they're playing, recording, sat on the floor. They sat on the floor, so it's very relaxed. Nice group shot, and a picture of Eddie and Brian. Eddie, God rest his soul, and Brian noodling away together. Pretty cool. As I said, Brian May did his best to make a proper record out of it, so it's quite a raw sounding release, but still professional. Interestingly, it was mixed by Mac, who at the time was Queen's super producer, made a lot of the great Queen records of the time. So that's in 1983. In 1992, this appeared on CD, the CD single to Back to the Light. And Brian actually re-released on CD Starfleet, but only 2 tracks on this, so he released Starfleet and Let Me Out. So we open it up. There's the inside of the CD. It's quite good. It's got the Starfleet logo hiding away at the bottom, which is pretty cool. The 3rd track on the mini LP was on a second CD, which for some reason I didn't buy. I remember picking this up really cheap from a bargain bin somewhere for 99p, probably Reedy's Home of Music in Blackburn, which used to sell off CD singles for £1.50, and a great place when I was younger to root through and get some really good bargains. But yeah, on CD, it still sounds great. If you listen to it, do. If you're a Queen fan, it's not really Queen, but it's an interesting world between two of the most distinctive guitarists and guitar sounds that there have ever been. You know, Brian May's dense, thick sound playing with a silver sixpence as a pick on the Red Special, and Edward Van Halen's, you know, just immense, world-changing guitar style. But playing some blues on the B-side, on Blues Breaker, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a great listen, and it's highly recommended. I'm really glad I bought it. So I'm really glad I own a copy that I bought new in good condition, and yeah, I think I will go and put it on. Just looking at the sleeve notes, dates it a little bit. In the thanks to it says Central TV, and Central TV vanished years ago. Jim Beach, Queen's producer, gets a thank. Yeah. One interesting thing that isn't mentioned on here is Roger Taylor. I believe, and I've read, sing some backing vocals, but is he uncredited? Did Roger slip in unknown to everybody? No mention of Mr. Roger Meadows Taylor, so whether he's sung on it or not, his picture's not on here. Maybe it's an urban myth, who cares? It's a great album. Pick up Brian May and Friends, listen to it, highly recommended. Take care everybody, thanks for watching, and see you soon.